Buying gold. The reason I prefer to buy this over this, welcome to Jake Prospecting. So a while back, I decided, as much as I love going out and finding gold, I can't always get out to find the gold, and you don't always find gold. but I love gold, and I wanted to invest and start saving. And it's not the best way to invest, however, it is safe. And so I started looking into buying cast bars and minted bars. And they look cool, they're good, they're 99% pure, 99.9% pure. However, is it really worth it? I mean, gold's gold. These are a bit better off value for money. The cast bars, there's not as much goes into making these. However, they still come with a premium. They're not free to make, so they've got to make some money on them. And like the biggest reason is like I love prospecting. You get this in the mail, you open it up, it's pretty cool. You feel it, it's gold, and then you put it in the safe or wherever you keep it, and that's where it sits until you want to show it off, or whereas you buy this, natural plastic gold, it's not 99.9% pure. However, when it comes around to selling it, I believe that there's more market for this natural gold. So I can sell this back to pay dirt vendors. I can sell it privately, and I can sell it to the mints. The mint isn't going to give you, spot price for it. However, if you sell it privately, you can get spot price for it, and it's a lot more fun. You get it in the mail, you get to pan it out, and you can make good money on this stuff. So I brought a 1 ounce bucket, and at the time, I think gold had just hit $5,000 an ounce, a troy ounce in Australia. So I went out and I jumped online straight away and seen that there was a paydirt vendor still selling their buckets for $4,850. So I jumped on it, and I bought a bucket, and I actually done really well with that. Only 1 year later, the gold was worth $7,500 spot price. I paid $4,850 for it, and that's just going off the spot price, not including that's a couple of the nuggets that I got in that bucket. So I can sell these for a higher premium because they're multiple gram nuggets. I think this is 8.5 grams, 5 grams. I much prefer to buy pay dirt when investing in gold, or than to buy 99.9% pure. If you want a cast bar, you can pan this out, melt it down yourself, put it in a coupelle, refine it, and it's a lot more fun. It's more interesting. Instead of just getting this in the mail and chucking it straight in the safe, you can sit down over a few days, pan it out, sell the bigger nuggets out of it. If you buy something like this, so this is 15 gram, I think this was roughly the same price, or was actually less than the 1/2 ounce cast bar. So I get a lot more enjoyment out of this, and that's the reason why I prefer to buy a pay dirt over cast 99% pure gold. So I'm going to pan this out today and do a review on it. It's a 15 gram bag of pay dirt from Western Australia, the Prospectors patch. It's called the Big Juicy, and minimum 15 grams. So pretty excited to do this and do a review on it, the Big Juicy. So if you want to check out, it'll be on another video. So I just wanted to clarify why I would spend thousands of dollars on a bag of pay dirt. because it's a lot more fun than just grabbing a cast bar out of the mail or from the mint, getting home, putting it away, and only looking at it every now and then. And really, at the end of the day, you know, this is worth just as much as that. In fact, I believe that you know, I have more options when selling this rather than this. So if I wanted to sell this, I have to find a gold buyer, sell it back to the mint. You know, they're not going to give me what I paid for it. They're not going to give me spot price or higher. However, if I want to sell this, I can sell this to a paydirt vendor for spot price, maybe a little bit under. They might take a few bucks off it. Big deal. I can sell it privately and get spot price for it, or I can sell the bigger nuggets out of it for a premium. And yeah, I just believe that this is a way better value for money, and it's entertaining. So yeah.